Hello, welcome back. We're now going to add a key feature to our program that's trying to create an STL file. Right now our STL file is only creating one triangle. Over the next two class periods, we'd like to be able to create far more complicated files than just a triangle. In today's class, we're going to try to work up to a box. So we're going to try to make one box. Once we have figured out how to make a box, if we've done it well, we should be able to make pretty much anything we want. Okay, so what I'd like to do in this video is add a way of clumping the coordinates together into one class, which I'll call a vertex. So what it's going to look like in the main program is if I want to create a triangle, I'll first create three vertices. So I'll call it vertex point, point 1, vertex point 2, and vertex point 3. Now each of these vertices is supposed to have three numbers associated with it. So like point 1 is a collection of three numbers. Maybe it's at the origin, so it's 0, 0, 0. Point 2 is also a collection of three numbers. So maybe it's over to the right. So it would be 1, 0, 0 if it's off to the right. And maybe point 3 is off to the right, up, and out towards you. So I'd like to set up a vertex class that has a constructor that can take three inputs that will set the x, y, and z coordinates of that point. And then I'd like my right facet to just take as inputs point 1, point 2, and point 3. So let's make that change first. The right facet function takes three inputs. So I'm now going to give it space for three inputs. What type are these inputs? What type is point 1? Answer that to yourself. In fact, pause the video. Answer it out loud. Okay, answer. Point 1 is a vertex. So here we'll do vertex A. Point 2 is also a vertex. And then vertex C. Okay, now keep in mind, we haven't yet created the vertex class. None of this is going to work yet. We're just trying to see what we want to work first, and then we can try to create the class. All right, so in our right face t function, we're taking as inputs vertex A, B, and C. Each of these vertices, we want to have 3 points, an x, a y, and a z coordinate. So for the first vertex, I'm going to make this, instead of being a 0, I'll make it point A, the x coordinate. And the second point, instead of being a 0, will be point B, point A, the y coordinate. And the third one will be point A, the z coordinate. And then we'll do the same thing for the other points. And last one. Okay. So this is all looking pretty good. We just have to, this is how I'd like to use the vertex class. Now I need to make the class. So let's do that here. So our class is called vertex. The class has to end with a semicolon, so don't forget that. This class is going to contain 3 pieces of information. The pieces of information are called x, y, and z. It has one constructor, and the way you define a constructor is you type the name of the class, and then besides that you treat it like a function. So the vertex class takes 3 numbers as inputs. I'll make them floats. Call them anything you want. how about F, G, and H. And then we want to set X equal to the first input, Y equal to the second input, and Z equal to the third input. Okay. So we now have created the Vertex class, has the right constructor, has the right pieces of information. We can use it in the main program to create 3 vertices. We've added that feature to the face_t function, and make sure you get this up and running, save it, compile it, run it, make sure it still works. Use the STL viewer to view your triangle, and then move on.